You should spend at least an hour braking in your bike. This might seem like overkill, but I would rather lock up at 5 miles an hour in my driveway than 30 miles an hour 5 miles from my truck. Before you do anything, refill your oil and coolant. Make sure to use a clean filter, a new spark plug, and freshly mixed gas. This is also a good opportunity to check for other issues. For example, I spun my bike around and it suddenly died. Upon further testing, I found a fuel flow issue that was not bad enough to kill my bike while riding, but just enough to cut the fuel off when bouncing around. During break-in, always bring your environment into consideration. I rebuilt my bike in winter, which is pretty common, and I'm breaking it in outside, which is pretty common. My shop is between 60 and 75 degrees, and outside is 20 degrees. Making the transition from warm to cold quickly will affect everything on a dirt bike. Aluminum, seals, and oil will all change, albeit not much, but more than I want in this situation. This means I need to minimize the time between the shop and starting up in the cold. Take note of what surface you are on. The ideal surface is a dry gravel road, because if you grab too much throttle, your tire will spin enough to avoid a sudden load on the engine. And if you lock up, you will, hopefully, slide to a stop. Pavement is a good break-in surface because you have more control of your bike, but you lack the safety net of a loose surface. The worst surface for a break-in is snow, which is all I have. Break-ins in the snow are always fun because you have to keep momentum while trying not to. But no matter the surface, make sure it's as flat as possible. When braking in your engine, you want to avoid any sudden load, over-revving, or lugging. Kick your bike over inside first to make sure it actually starts and that there are no obvious problems. It helps if your shop foreman supervises your first fire-up. Take your bike outside and start it. Let your bike idle for a 2 count, then give it some throttle. Repeat this process until your bike is warmed up. You can adjust your idle later if you need to, but for now it's important to not let your RPMs stay steady. Get a running start and click into first gear. Then ride your bike for about 10 minutes with varying throttle input without going over 1/4 throttle. Let your bike rest for 5 minutes while checking gaskets and seals, then repeat the process 5 more times, increasing throttle input by 1/4 turn every second run. So the break-in should go quarter, quarter, half, half, 3/4, 3/4. I know this seems like a lot of work, but every run is a test to see if your engine is going to lock up. And I am speaking from painful experience when I say you do not want to lock up your bike while moving faster than idle. After break-in, it's still a good idea to take it easy for the first hour of real ride time. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I would also be interested in some feedback on this series. Was it easy to follow? Was it too broken up? Did I provide enough details? Let me know so I can make my videos better. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe.